This is a short 20-minute video with a sequence for building strong shoulders through the yoga practice. What's great about building shoulder strength in yoga is that you build mobility or flexibility whilst building strength. So often a lot of the strength work that we can do actually can help to tighten the area. We end up with strong, big shoulders maybe from lifting weights, but without so much movement. So there's going to be some really interesting poses here that will help build strength as well as openness and range. So for this short video, I would recommend, if you can, have a foam block and have a yoga brick. If you don't have these, don't worry, they're just extra helpful. So to begin with, we're going to warm up a little bit and then start to build some strength in the shoulders. So to start off with, we're coming into child's pose. Find the hands and knees, touch your big toes together and sit back towards the heels. Rest your forehead on the mat or on your fists. Connect to a slow, deep breath. You might feel the breath fill the back of the body, the upper back, all the way to the lower back even. From here, begin to take the hands forwards and creep the fingertips further away from you. So coming onto the fingertips, then begin to sit back as you stretch the shoulders open. You might even lower the head down between the arms if you have quite a bit of mobility. From here, slowly coming forwards, find the hands and knees, and then lower yourself down all the way to the mat. Slide your hands by your shoulders for cobra, breathe in, lift the chest, lengthen the neck. As you exhale, coming back into child's pose, the hands will slide back a little bit. Inhale, round the back, and pull yourself forwards all the way down. We start to warm up the spine and the shoulders with this sequence. Cobra, breathing in. Exhale back to child's pose. And again, inhaling, round the upper back, mushroom it up. And then exhale, lower down, slowly warming up the shoulders. Hands are by the shoulders as you breathe in, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From your down dog, take a little walk out with the feet. Spread the fingers, send the hips up as you reach the chest towards the knees. Feel the shoulders open in response. If you're really mobile in your shoulders, rather than taking your chest towards the knees and hyperextending like this, instead work to keep strength in the arms and a long line through the back of the body. If your shoulders are a bit tighter, on the other hand, turn your hands about 45 degrees out to the edges of your mat. See if that gives you more space. Take another breath in, lift the hips. From here, middle fingers face forwards, coming into a plank position. We're going to hold plank. Shoulders are above your wrists. Reach your heels back. Gently draw the belly button in slightly. So rather than collapsing into the chest or the shoulders here, could you start to press the floor away? So you start to actively press the floor away and feel the shoulders broad across the upper back. 2 more deep breaths. Pressing the floor away. Lower the knees, lower all the way down. Breathe in, cobra. Breathe out, downward facing dog. And we're going to take that again. As you inhale, find a plank. Make sure your plank is long, spine strong. From here, press the floor away and start to curl the chin in. Keep pushing the floor away. Really begin to round the upper back. finding a hollow body plank. Underneath you is scooped up inwards. Keep pressing the floor away, feel the shoulders working. One more breath. And then release, knees down, lower all the way down. Cobra, breathing in. Downward dog, breathing in. Going to go for that one last time. Hollow body plank. Inhale, come forwards. Shoulders above wrists. Press the floor away. Look towards the toes, the knees, or even the belly button. Scooping up and in. Come high up onto the toes. Hollow body plank. 2 more breaths. Release the knees down or take chaturanga, elbows in. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. From here, inhale, plank position. Turn onto the outside edge of your right foot, coming into a side plank. Stack the left foot on top of the right, arms wide. Here again, rather than collapsing into the shoulder and sinking the hips, could you press the floor away and lift the hips? Really push your hand down so you lift out of the shoulder. Relax the neck. One more breath. Flip it round, chaturanga, elbows in. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, plank position. Second side. Outside edge of the left foot. Shoulder above the wrist. Feet stack. Rather than sinking down, press the floor away. Really begin to lift up to the side of the waist. So you start to work the muscles along the side of the body, side of the rib cage. Relax the neck. 2 more breaths. Exhale, hand down straight through chaturanga. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift the right leg up. As you breathe out, step the foot forwards, lower the back knee down. You might use your hand to bring the foot forwards, kneeling position. Lift through the floor of the pelvis, soften forward and down. The arms lift up, palms face inwards. From here, wrap the triceps in, feel the shoulder blades broad across the upper back. Option to bring the palms together and take the prayer behind the neck. If you're here, draw the elbows in and up, lift up out of the mid-back. One more breath. Exhale, release the hands down. This time take the right hand up. Lift the back knee. From here, turn onto the outside edge of the back foot. We're going to find side plank. Stepping through tricky transition. From here, take the hand down. Chaturanga. Elbows close, lower, slow, control. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Lift through the upper back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rising. Exhale, gently stepping forwards, back knee down. Give the hands a break as you come up, kneeling position. Lift the front of the pelvis. It's kind of an Austin Powers style pelvic tilt. Arms come up as you lower down. Option to bring the palms behind the neck, second side. Elbows draw up and in. Lift out of the lower back and the mid back. Lengthening spine. 2 more breaths. As you exhale, hands come down. Left arm rising into a twist. Pick up your back knee. Turn onto the outside edge of the back foot. Find that side plank. Really spread out through the arms. Stabilize the right shoulder blade. Chaturanga, exhale coming down. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. So from here we're going to take a pose called Turbo Dog. It's one of my favourites. Take a moment to come out of your down dog and watch where I'm going to go next. In Turbo Dog, we take our down dog and we bend the elbows and we hover them a couple of inches above the mat. They don't touch the floor, they hover. Once you're here, squeeze the elbows into the midline and you might find a little shake. Elbows draw in, but they stay hovering. We're going to keep breathing here, coming into it if you're not there already. Hips come up and back, elbows stay low and drawing in. And here you're really working into the lats and a muscle called serratus anterior, which is very useful to get these muscles strong. One more breath. And coming back, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. From here, inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, big step forwards. Lift the arms. Sigh of relief, get off the hands. This time circle them back. Interlink the thumb or the fingers. Before you lengthen the arms, pick up through the front of the pelvis once more. But you can keep lowering the hips forwards and down. The sense of your lower ribs drawing in. So rather than collapsing into a back bend, bring the ribs in and stay long. Now begin to reach the hands away from you. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. And release. Right hand comes up. Back knee lift, same sequence. Side of the left foot. Side plank. From here, lift the right leg this time. And then begin to step the right leg back behind you. Place the ball of the foot down. Option 1, work here. Option 2, reach the right arm up overhead. Wild thing. With the shoulder and the chest open. Eventually that hand can come round and find the foot. Although it's a little bit of a stretch. Then slowly releasing. Flip back down. Keep the right leg lifted, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step forward. Lifting up, crescent. Take the hands down and back. Link the fingers or the thumbs. Lift up through the front of the pelvis. Draw the ribs in. Hands begin to reach away from you. Breathing here. Two more breaths. Exhale, releasing. Left hand comes up. Back knee comes up. Side plank. Press the floor away with the hand. Lift the left leg. And then we're going to step the foot back. From here you might work here. We might begin to turn and lift the arm overhead. Wild thing. Feel the chest open, hips rise. And exhale, flipping back round. Leg stays lifted, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. It's time for another turbo. So, you might continue to work in turbo dog as we just did. Elbows bend, and then they squeeze together. It's almost like you're working on the pec deck. You squeeze the elbows together and wrap them in. If you're struggling to find that, or you want to give a little bit of extra oomph to your turbo dog, not that it needs it, but you could use one of these. If you're going to join me, take your phone block and bring it just above the elbow onto the biceps, and you're going to hold it here. So your arms are really squeezing in to keep the block there. We're now going to find down dog with the arms like this. Hips come up. And now beginning to bend the elbows, hover them. And your face will unfortunately hit the block slightly, but it's okay. You don't need the face to strengthen the shoulders. From here, keep breathing, hips come up. And settling in. See if you can keep the block lifting as the elbows hover. Another 5 deep breaths here, long hold. Keep squeezing in, keep the fingers rooting. Last couple. Hips rise. Last one. And release the block. Ease back into downward facing dog. And then lower the knees. Take child's pose, bring the arms alongside the body. And you might use the block if you have it to rest the forehead down. Give the shoulders a bit of a wiggle here, fingers a bit of a wiggle. Letting the breath become calm. And slowly coming up. So, for the last thing, we're going to work into Dolphin, which is good preparation for pincher. So, I would really recommend a brick for this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to come onto the forearms on the mat. You're going to bring your hands around the brick like this. If you don't have a brick, imagine the brick is there and really root your hands down. Sometimes the hands tend to slide inwards like this in Dolphin or pincher. It's really helpful to keep them spaced because it keeps your shoulders open. So, come to the hands and knees. Find your brick if you have one. Hands come around the edges of the brick. I'm going to take my elbows straight down to the mat. My elbows aren't off to the sides, they're right below my shoulders. And then from here, I root my hands and I'm going to press my elbows down into the mat. So press down, notice that gives you some height. And now draw your shoulders away from the ears, draw them away from the ears. So elbows are going down, shoulders away from ears. You could work like this, or you could tuck the toes and lift up into Dolphin. In your Dolphin, keep sending your chest between your arms towards your knees. Eventually, you might walk the feet in a little closer, keep the hips lifting, breathing here. This is a great strengthener as well as an opener for the shoulders. You can be here for quite a while, although it's strong work. Optionally, if you feel comfortable and you feel stable, you might lift the right leg. And then you might switch and lift the left leg. If you're near a wall and you're comfortable in the arm balance, eventually you might start to lift the leg, and then the other leg will come up, finding pincher, maybe coming in and out a couple times. And then you might even take leg variations, other things. When you're ready, coming down, take a little rest, child's pose, big breath in, and releasing. Slowly coming up. And coming all the way around to lie down. Take a few deep breaths in Savasana and allow the heart and the breath to steady No more effort. Going back down to earth. And consciously releasing the shoulders. Stay here for as long as you have time. When you're ready, we'll come up. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a short one, but a lot of ways to build strength and stability in the shoulder, both in the side planks and particularly in Turbo Dog. Turbo Dog is super useful because it gets you very strong in the muscles in the sides of the ribs, through the lats and through serratus anterior. That being strong is helpful for all of your arm balances, things like handstand, and for a lot of standing poses where you need to use the upper back to maintain stability, things like Warrior 3 and Half Moon pose. So hope you have fun with that, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.